Welcome to Ray's Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at a video clip of Monica during an interview. The interviewer's name is tagged in the video, as well as the TikToker who posted it on TikTok. And in this clip, she's discussing the infamous text messages that she saw on Steven's phone that led to the demise of their relationship.
Yeah. Okay. I'm happy to. I guess I first just want to clear up like how I found the messages.
Yeah.
There's been some confusion already about that. So, me and all the other engaged couples were living in the same apartment building in DC, and Sweet Taylor and Garrett had sent us a message earlier that day saying, "Hey guys, we're making you all fall cookies, and we're going to bring them by later. Like we're going to text when we're ready to drop them off." And so Steven and I were hanging out in the apartment, having a great, great time, laughing, like just there were no cameras. We were just having a great time. And he stepped into the bathroom. And as he did, his phone went off and he got a text that we were waiting for. And it was from Garrett. And I said, "Oh, babe, like Garrett just texted. I'm, going to respond. It's about the cookies." And I went to go click the message. And next thing you know, I'm in his text and I see a girl's name. And I almost was like, this was something I was not expecting from this person really at all. And some people might think that that's crazy, but there was a second there that I literally remember thinking, like, should I click on this? Like, no, don't be crazy. And I clicked
Female
her name.
intuition.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was in the messages?
Honestly, I've been asked this a lot, even then when it was happening real time. And I scrolled through a bunch, but I was just so, I was so taken aback. Like I couldn't breathe that even right after it all went down, I didn't even remember the girl's name, truly. I do remember seeing like really kinky, dirty talk. Like one specific message was just talking about how he's never been able to find someone who satisfies his kinks the way that she does. They were like, and I'm not kink shaming. I've been accused of kink shaming already. Like I just didn't know that this was the person I was, that I was sharing a bed with.
All right, so as we heard, Monica was able to see the text messages because she saw a name pop up that was a woman's name. She was hesitant about checking because she just felt a little guilty about going into his phone without his permission. And it's honestly really cringy to me that she did. Now, I know there are people out there who are like, no, you can't trust anyone. But to me, it says it's a negative trait about Monica. The fact that she went into his phone without his permission, the fact that she broke his privacy. I just really can't stand people like that. And so it made me feel like, the fact that that's what she did. And yes, I do think Steven was wrong, of course, for text messaging another woman, especially with a serious experiment like this where you are possibly planning on marrying someone. Okay, so I think it's kind of wild that Monica is surprised by some of the things that she saw on Steven's phone as far as the kinks. She's not specific about what she saw, which a lot of us are probably like, oh my God, like what was in those text messages? And I actually do think that that's very like nice of her to not reveal what was in those text messages, because at the end of the day, she wasn't even supposed to see those text messages. Whether he was doing her wrong or not, those text messages were not meant to be seen by anyone but him and whoever the lady he was talking to was. So if she were to reveal specific kinks that were mentioned in the text, I think that would just be taking it a little too far. But again, I don't see why she's surprised, because he mentioned some of those things to her, like during one of the episodes. It may have been episode 8 or beginning of episode 9, where he's talking about kinky things. So I don't see why it's coming off as such a big surprise to her. I also feel like she kind of is trying to save face by saying that she checked his phone because they were expecting a message from Garrett and his partner. I'm like blanking on her name right now. But she is kind of trying to save face by mentioning that, like, we were expecting a message from our podcast mates. And that's why I checked his phone. And then I happened to just see that this lady was messaging him. It's like, yeah, right. How do we know that's the truth? She could just be saying that and making it up to make herself not look bad because she knows she was wrong for checking his phone. All in all, it is interesting to hear their different perspectives, and I'm looking forward to hearing from Steven next. And I'm wondering if he's going to show up to the reunion show. I'm really betting that he's probably not going to make an appearance after what happened, just going by watching other Love is Blind seasons. Usually, when someone gets villainized that bad, they just don't show up to the reunion show. So I guess we'll be seeing in a few days from now. Anyways, if you like this short review, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like, and comment your thoughts below. Thanks for watching.